What if the pursuit of beauty came with a price far greater than anyone expected: your career, your fortune, even your health? In Hollywood, where perfection is currency, countless stars have risen to dazzling heights on the red carpet only to fall tragically when plastic surgery went terribly wrong. One choice, one moment has been enough to unravel decades of fame, success, and admiration. If you've ever wondered how a single decision can turn a celebrated icon into a heartbreaking cautionary tale, this is your moment. Stay with us as we reveal the shocking stories, the critical mistakes, and the one powerful lesson every star discovered far too late. Sahar Tabar, whose real name is Fatemeh Kishvand, rose to worldwide attention when photos of her striking zombie-like appearance spread across social media. Many people once believed her unsettling look came from nearly 50 plastic surgeries. However, Sahar later admitted that most of those shocking images had been heavily edited to create an extreme and unusual persona. Her photos first went viral in 2017, when internet users compared her to a distorted version of actress Angelina Jolie. For many, especially those unfamiliar with online culture, the phenomenon was both fascinating and disturbing. It raised a larger question: how far will someone go to stand out in a world hungry for attention? Although the true number of cosmetic procedures she underwent has never been confirmed, Sahar's story sparked widespread debate about beauty standards, social pressure, and the limits people might cross in the pursuit of recognition. The most serious turn in her journey came when Sahar was arrested in Iran accused of violating cultural norms. She initially faced harsh penalties, but was later released after strong public backlash and international media coverage. Sahar Tabar's story reminds us that in the age of social media, the line between personal expression, the desire to be noticed, and the real-life consequences can be far thinner than it appears. Justin Jedlicka, widely known as the Human Ken doll, has taken cosmetic enhancement to a level few others have approached. According to Justin himself, he has undergone close to 1,000 cosmetic procedures over the past 2 decades, investing nearly $1 million to reshape almost every part of his body, from his nose and shoulders to his biceps, triceps, and even his glutes. His fascination with perfection began at just 13 years old, inspired by television shows like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. For Justin, plastic surgery was never simply about improving his looks. It became a symbol of achievement, a form of personal expression, and a way to craft an identity that felt uniquely his. Over the years, he has had a wide range of procedures: rhinoplasty forehead work, custom-designed implants for his chest, arms, and back, as well as hair transplants and full-body contouring. Even the more unusual procedures, such as removing forehead veins that reminded him of actress Julia Roberts, were steps toward what he saw as his ideal self. In Justin's eyes, his body was not something fixed, but a canvas he could continually refine. His bold choices eventually brought him into the public eye, earning him features on reality programs like Men of West Hollywood, where he shared his journey with millions. While some critics consider his path extreme, Justin views it as a confident rejection of traditional beauty standards in favor of complete individuality. His story invites a deeper question. How far would someone go to become the version of themselves they dream of? And what is the true cost of that pursuit? Michael Jackson's physical transformation over the decades remains one of the most widely discussed in entertainment history. When comparing photos from his early career to images taken before his passing in 2009, the changes in his facial features and skin tone are striking and unmistakable. His journey with cosmetic surgery reportedly began in 1979 when he underwent his first rhinoplasty after a dancing accident. That operation marked the start of a long series of procedures. Some accounts even suggest that Michael encouraged his sister LaToya to consider plastic surgery as well, reflecting how deeply he believed in reshaping his appearance. Although the exact number of procedures he underwent is unknown, several medical experts who commented publicly over the years estimated that he may have had multiple surgeries throughout his lifetime, far more than most public figures. Critics often remarked that the cumulative effects left him nearly unrecognizable and softened many of the ethnic facial features he was born with. Dr. Wallace Goodstein, a physician who worked with surgeons treating Jackson during the 1990s, stated that Michael had cheek implants, eyelid surgery, multiple rhinoplasties, and even a chin cleft procedure. According to him, it was not unusual for Michael to undergo several operations in a single session, sometimes repeating the cycle every few months. Michael Jackson's dramatic transformation continues to captivate and concern audiences worldwide. His experience highlights the complicated intersection of fame, personal identity, and the pressures surrounding beauty in the public eye. Hang Myoku, once a model and aspiring singer in South Korea, has become one of the most tragic cautionary tales of cosmetic procedures gone disastrously wrong. Motivated by a deep desire to stay youthful, she began experimenting with cosmetic treatments in her 20s, even traveling to Japan with her husband in search of more advanced options. But instead of preserving her beauty, the surgeries caused her face to swell and slowly become distorted. The changes were so dramatic that doctors eventually refused to perform additional procedures, citing the risk of further damage. Her parents, heartbroken, struggled to recognize the daughter they once knew. Desperate and feeling abandoned, Hang sought help from an unlicensed individual who injected industrial-grade silicone into her face. When the supply ran out, she made a devastating choice. She began injecting cooking oil into her skin. The consequences were immediate and severe. Her face grew painfully swollen and misshapen, and local media later labeled her with the cruel nickname Fan Face. In time, Hang underwent more than 10 corrective surgeries. Surgeons removed roughly 60 grams of foreign material from her face and about 200 grams from her neck, but the damage could not be undone. Today, Hang Myoku works quietly in a second-hand shop, a sobering contrast to the bright future she once imagined. Her story stands as a powerful reminder of the risks behind chasing unrealistic beauty ideals and the irreversible harm that can come from seeking perfection at any cost. Jessica Alvis, formerly known as Rodrigo Alvis, has spent over $800,000 on cosmetic surgeries in her quest to become a real-life Kendall. Her journey began at age 17 with a procedure to correct a hormone imbalance that caused excessive breast tissue growth. Years of bullying over her appearance only strengthened her determination to change. From facial contouring and multiple nose jobs to skin-tightening treatments, Jessica altered nearly every part of her body. But the transformation came with serious risks. On one occasion, a severe infection nearly reached her heart, putting her life in danger. Another complication caused such severe damage to her nose that she could only breathe through her mouth. Despite repeated warnings from doctors, Jessica continued pursuing surgeries. Later, she was diagnosed with body dysmorphic disorder, which explained her intense focus on perceived flaws. Eventually, Jessica embraced her true identity and transitioned, shifting her goal from achieving a plastic ideal to embodying classic feminine beauty. Today, she openly shares her story online, discussing not only the physical changes, but also her emotional growth and self-discovery. Jessica's journey is a powerful testament to personal identity, resilience, and self-acceptance, offering inspiration to anyone seeking harmony between their outward appearance and their true self. Heidi Montag, best known from Laguna Beach and The Hills, learned a hard lesson: cosmetic surgery isn't always as glamorous as it seems. At just 23, she underwent an intense 16-hour marathon of surgeries, a total of 10 procedures in a single day, including a brow lift, chin reduction, and Botox injections. The recovery process was far from easy. Heidi experienced complications from medication, leaving her physically weak and emotionally drained. Looking back, she regrets making such drastic changes at such a young age, especially attempting so many procedures at once without fully considering the long-term consequences. Today, Heidi shares her story openly as a cautionary tale. She emphasizes that cosmetic surgery cannot fix inner struggles and encourages others to seek professional guidance before committing to major procedures. Through her experience, Heidi reminds people that true beauty comes from self-confidence, self-care, and recognizing one's inner worth, not just physical changes. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder to carefully weigh the risks, prioritize health and emotional well-being, and approach cosmetic surgery with thoughtful consideration. Laura Flynn Boyle, once a rising star, celebrated for her roles in Men in Black 2. The road to Wellville and happiness has recently drawn attention not for her acting, but for her dramatically changed appearance. According to reports, she may have undergone multiple cosmetic procedures, including nose reshaping, lip injections, Botox dermal fillers, and possibly brow or facelift surgeries. Rather than preserving her youthful look, many observers feel these changes have ironically made her appear older than her actual age. Her story serves as a reminder that the pursuit of eternal youth can sometimes diminish the very qualities that make someone unique. It also sparks an important conversation about societal pressures on women regarding appearance and the need to carefully weigh the potential risks of cosmetic enhancements. Even as a Hollywood actress, Laura is not immune to the consequences of excessive facial alterations. Her experience shows that lasting beauty is more about self-confidence and inner value than physical changes. Her journey reminds us that aging and individuality should be embraced rather than erased through cosmetic procedures. Simon Cowell, the legendary judge behind The X Factor and Got Talent, has recently drawn attention for his noticeably changing appearance. By 2023, Simon openly admitted that he had undergone a series of cosmetic procedures changes that many considered quite extreme. These transformations didn't just attract public attention, they also affected his family, particularly his young son Eric, who reportedly felt uneasy about his father's new look. This reaction became a turning point for Simon, leading him to step back from invasive treatments and focus on simpler skincare routines and a healthier lifestyle. Simon's journey clearly shows that real transformation isn't just about what's on the surface. It involves finding balance, practicing self-awareness, and taking comprehensive care of oneself. Recognizing limits and prioritizing both physical and mental health allows him to maintain a natural appearance and long-term well-being. His story serves as an important reminder that even under the pressures of fame, self-love, respect for aging, and putting health first are far more valuable than any cosmetic intervention. Dolly Parton. The beloved queen of country music is celebrated not only for her distinctive voice, but also for her iconic appearance. She has been open about the cosmetic procedures she has undergone, including breast augmentation, brow lifts, facelifts, eyelid surgery, chin adjustments, and nose work. Dolly is famous for her witty yet profound remark, "I look completely fake, but I'm completely real." This statement reflects her spirit of self-acceptance and honesty, even in a world obsessed with perfection. Her candor brings both humor and inspiration, showing that caring for one's appearance doesn't mean losing one's personality or self-worth. She demonstrates that women can embrace beauty enhancements while remaining genuine, confident, and joyful. Dolly Parton's story reminds us that age, physical changes, or cosmetic interventions do not define who we truly are. Self-acceptance, a sense of humor, and self-love are the keys to living a happy, fulfilling life, no matter one's age or societal pressures. At 23, Dennis Avner was inspired by a council of Native American shamans to embark on a lifelong mission to embody the spirit of a tiger. He believed that transforming his appearance could reflect the animal spirit he admired. Over the years, Dennis underwent 14 surgeries, including subdermal implants, pointed ears, a flattened nose, sharpened teeth, and even a mechanically operated tail. His appearance became so extreme that many described it as almost otherworldly. In 2008, Dennis appeared on Larry King Live, sharing his unique journey with a wide audience. Later, he was honored by Guinness World Records for the most permanent animal transformation. Dennis Avner's story stands as a testament to the power of belief, determination, and the will to make a personal vision a reality, even when that path is challenging and unfamiliar to most of society. He left behind a one-of-a-kind legacy that reminds us of the boundary between art individuality and embracing difference. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.